When we started investigating these burglaries, crimes that are destroying our communities, we started to see a trend. Neighbors in city limits waiting 6, 8, even upwards of 22 hours for an officer to show up. Well, tonight, Marcelino Benito takes your questions and concerns straight to Tucson Mayor Jonathan Rothschild. He continues our Not on Your Side investigation.
Is it unacceptable to you as a chief?
Absolutely, it's unacceptable to me.
Do you feel that long of a wait is unacceptable?
8 hours for a felony crime is unacceptable.
I've asked the tough questions and uncovered a disturbing reality.
The reality is that we're working with 160 less officers than we were at the height of our staffing back in 2008.
But you, our Not on Your Side viewers, want to know what can be done to change it.
Every time I can bring a new business to this community, we're possibly increasing our police force. Every time that I can bring a new convention to this town, we're getting revenue that possibly increases our police force.
The mayor says it comes down to the city's bottom line, money, revenue.
We're in tough economic times. We're trying to build back our economy so that we can provide more services.
But in the meantime, many of you are left waiting.
We waited 8 full hours.
We waited 6.5 hours.
Vicky Weber waited 22 hours. But the mayor says he feels all of your pain.
The most difficult part about it is when you've been burglarized, even if there's not a physical threat, there's an emotional response. Your security has been breached, your privacy has been breached, and oftentimes the officers responding to the scene are really just there to say, everything's okay, we'll be watching, and we'll be looking for these people.
Do you feel like response times are an issue that needs to be addressed by the city?
I think that for the most part, the city is responding well.
The mayor says it comes down to priorities.
And the way they prioritize those are looking at imminent threats, looking at crimes in progress, looking at cases where there's a likely possibility that a suspect can be captured.
When it comes to those scenarios, everyone agrees TPD is the best in the business.
The blame doesn't fall on TPD. This falls back on the mayor and council.
Now the pressure's on the mayor and council to put the money, the revenue, the resources where their mouth is.
Our number one priority in this community will always be police and fire service, because that's the most important for our citizens.
The mayor says 2/3 of Tucson's budget already goes to fund police and fire. Still, city leaders will have some big decisions to make about their budget moving forward. That conversation will get started in just a few weeks.
So, Marcelino, the big question here, the one thing that everybody wants to know, is the mayor and will council be able to increase funding for TPD?
Well, that's a question the mayor says he just can't answer yet. He says we'll have to wait and see how the economy shakes out in the coming months.
Marcelino, thanks so much.